Welcome back to Catching Up with Katie. So today's a little bit different because I have a little bit of anxiety for watching my Stallion show. So like I had said last week, we're going to the NSBA World this week, but it didn't make sense for us to go 3 days early to watch him in one class. So for the first time ever, Denver, first things first, my 4-year-old Stallion, he is showing in a halter class with a professional halter trainer. They're showing in the open performance halter stallions. Now, I don't want to have any hopes for this. You know, there's a lot of really talented horses, established stallions that are, he's 4. He's not even finished growing. Like sometimes they're not even as they grow, things like that. And I do think his conformation is fantastic. And he did win the halter portion of the versatility challenge that he showed in last year. But we're watching. So they've got a bunch of ads going right now. We're watching the live stream of the Super Duty Arena at the NSBA World Show. And then on Wednesday, today's Monday, on Wednesday, we're going to head out to Tulsa. So that's going to be a really fun time. We'll hopefully watch him in either the Green Western Pleasure or the Maturity. So anyway, what are your thoughts on going this year? This is your second NSBA World.
I'm excited.
She's excited for the pool.
I'm excited for the pool.
We have a pool. We have a pool at the Airbnb.
I am excited for the pool. I'm excited to watch Denver show because most of the time when we go to shows, we don't really have someone that we're there cheering on. So
Right,
it's nice to
2 Congresses ago, we watched Hank, and that was like there was so much like excitement around that, but I didn't own it.
Yeah,
Like I was just the breeder.
It's nice to be like a little more like involved in everything, and
the only thing is, I doubt I get to ride him because like
no,
he's not gonna let me ride him the day before he shows him. Like that's just not gonna happen. So we're gonna shop a little. I do have. I don't even know because all the big shows they have shopping, but the Congress is where like the shopping is, and so NSBA World does have some. The one thing I want over the next couple of months, we're starting to actually get furniture for the shop. So until now, we've been using all my parents' old furniture, Jonathan's parents' old furniture, and just kind of like hodgepodging it with like their old couches that me and Jonathan both grew up with. And I was like, okay, we're getting a couch. So we ordered a couch, a big like sectional. So this year during foaling season, when y'all fall asleep on the couch, inevitably, instead of going up to the beds, it'll be comfy and big. Nate and Abigail almost never went to the bedrooms.
Nah, there was like a fat chair and 2 hodgepodge couches, and they just kind of sucked you in.
Well, the little chair and a half, every time I got stuck on it, because she stole the couch immediately every night.
Yeah.
No, there was no like.
There's no discussion. Like everyone knew that I was sleeping there. I have FOMO. I can't go up to one of the bedrooms at 8 or 9 o'clock, and then when everyone else is awake until like midnight.
Right.
Like if I'm gonna go to sleep, I'd rather fall asleep downstairs where like the action is.
Right. But then you're taking up like a whole couch.
A 3-seater.
Right. So I would always end up, because I would stay up late pretty much every night, the chair and a half, I call it. I don't know what it's actually called. The chair and a half. I would like be comfortable for a good 45 minutes sideways in it. And I'm like, okay. Then it's the worst. You fell asleep in that a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Like
the back cramp.
You start fine, and there's like one position you can be in that's comfortable. And then you kind of doze off and then wiggle, and then you wake up in the worst position imaginable.
I've slept in that chair before.
You're also tiny.
We're
a lot longer than you.
I wasn't saying that I had a positive experience. My neck hurt really bad the next morning. So I was just saying I relate.
Anyway, we're going to be upgraded this year. Every foaling season, we're upgrading. Last year,
Lindsay's
we had
snacks.
the...
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We have snacks coming. And now from today's sponsor, which is Curved. If you've been following me for a while, then you know I love curved earplugs, but that's not what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about the curved case and clip product. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my earplugs in here, put the top on, and then put it in the silicone case that it comes with. Now, obviously, you can use this case and clip product to store your earplugs. I use my curved earplugs when we go on planes, when we're traveling, when I'm trying to sleep, when we go to concerts, things like that. But you can also use it to store other things. You can store medications. You could store your wedding ring, pretty much anything that you can fit in here. It's super easy. It's cute. Comes in 6 different colors. I have 2 right here. You can see the purple and the mint green color. Some people have multiple of them to use for multiple different purposes. So say you have a couple of these on your keychain. One of them is holding your engagement ring while you're working out, whatever. Or the other one carries some Tylenol, some travel medications, or your earplugs. So check out the case and clip from Curved. Go to the link in my description, or there will be a QR code on the screen. And now back to the video. And we're back. I'm still watching. We were taking like a little snack break. You know, we all needed a little chocolate, a little something. I mean, did you eat your chocolate or did you eat your salty?
I ate my payday, which is salted nuts and caramel.
No chocolate?
No chocolate. No.
They're pretty good.
It's pretty
They're
good.
pretty good.
You have to try one time.
No. We're still waiting on the class to start. So
No.
I'm excited. Halter is probably one of the most boring classes to watch, but I think as a stallion, that's a pretty important thing that, like, if he can excel in that, like, it's a good trait to have that you're conformationally correct going into siring babies. So I think regardless of how he does today, I do think that's going to be something that he excels in going forward. Today, it might be that, you know, the stallions he's in there with are more mature. They're more, you know, whatever. But yeah, I'm very excited to watch this. So you're going to see me just like.
What's happening now?
We're still waiting on it to start.
Oh.
I hope someone there films it. I mean, I'm going to like, you know, screen record it so that we can share it. But, you know, they don't watch just him the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm going to only get little glimpses of him. So anyway, he will have already shown by the time we got there. I was really bummed because they have performance halter stallions at like the World Show and I believe at the Congress for amateurs to show. They don't have it at the NSBA World, so I couldn't show him at all.
Yeah.
There was nothing for me to show him in. I was
Big bummer.
I know. So that's why we didn't go. But anyway, what were we
You were talking about.
do you think there will be so going back to foaling season and how we, you know, are going to have better furniture this year.
Yeah.
The one thing is I want to shop while we're at Congress for a love seat that is bigger and deeper for we're big-bodied people. Okay, not you. I'm saying me and like Jonathan, like my family. We're tall, except my mom. We're tall. So I want a really big Western themed love seat.
Is it loud?
No, it's fine.
A little bit. It's fine.
Just trying to get them open. Shouldn't
What's
be,
he going to be chomping on in the middle of
shouldn't be
this?
too bad after that.
There is a new edition coming today, so we're going to be jetting out of here to meet that new edition in a couple of hours, but like to y'all, it'll be a couple of seconds. So I'm actually going to just let her, we're going to introduce her now. This is it, okay? Do it now. We're out of the podcast room. This is a day later. So she ended up arriving around midnight last night. This is our new recip mare. So I don't know hardly anything about her. We got to come up with a name for her. I know you're 4. I know you're a grade mare, but you look like a quarter horse. She does have a couple of brands. I'll show you her brands if you'll come around slowly this way. She has a wound on her butt that we are having the vet come out and look at because it's got some fluid in it. So she has a Spade brand on her hip. And then $53.99, pretty sure that's from the Recip farm. So that's all we know about her. Her belly to me looks like she's had a baby, but her teats do not. So I don't even know if she's a maiden or what. But this mare is carrying the Waffle House VS Code Red baby. So she's due March 12th. She comes right after, let me pull out my handy dandy due dates. Let's see. So March 12th, she's going to be a month after Charlotte. After we have like 4 mares that are due kind of close, and then we have like a month break. So she's going to be due near Phoebe,
Maggie. It depends on how, early she comes for Charlotte and like to be close to her. So she's kind of right smack dab in the middle of all 9 of our broodmares for next year. So super excited. She looks like a Palomino version of Gracie to me. She's just a tiny cow horse that is thick and I love it. So we're really excited to have a Palomino on the farm. We've never had a Palomino since I can remember. I think we had one when I was an itty bitty kid, but other than that, we haven't had one. So hope you love her. Let me know if you have any name suggestions, and back to the studio.
I'll just explain it while we're watching this going. So halter is based all on the conformation of the horse, how they're built. So they'll score them not only on their structure, but on their muscle, on their weight. There's Denver. I see him. There he is. There's my big boy. Let them see your teeth, bud. So they check their mouth, they check their teeth, they check their body, they look at their soundness. So you have to walk up to the judges, check teeth, and then you jog them so that they see that your horse is sound. There he is. He's being a little bit of a turd. It's okay. He's a baby.
Is that Aaron?
No, we had a halter trainer named Jason Smith show him for us. So he's going to also show him at the Congress, but he already is promised to another horse for the World Show if we decided to do it. I'm curious how many are in here. I already saw 4 at least. Oh, look
Denny.
he looks so big. So that's the thing. I am hopeful for him in the future. Like I see a couple of very nice horses in this class. They're probably a lot more mature than he is just in age. Like a 4-year-old, he's nowhere near done growing and maturing. So this makes me, regardless of how he does today, it makes me hopeful for his future as well. He looks great. His weight looks really good. He's muscled. He's
And
very.
that's your class.
Okay,
You have 5 in the pen.
Okay, well, we're at least top 5.
Top 5, baby.
Top 5 at SBA World Show, baby.
Let's go.
So
5 big booms.
I guess the performance halter stallions isn't normally that big because generally people show geldings. Like the performance halter gelding class, I don't know how many were in it. I guarantee it was over 50.
Wow.
Guarantee. Over
Wow.
50. Kimmy's right here.
Well, I wanted you to
Moo
angle
wants
it a
to
little
see it
bit.
as well. This is why we need the TV in here. We're supposed to have a TV. Okay, so I saw a couple that look more like hunt seat stallions. So anyway, they then square up. They have all their feet square just to show off their conformation the best. You don't want to park them out to where they're making their body look disproportionate. You want to have their head level at the level that shows them best. There's Denver. He was putting his head up like a bad boy. It's okay. It's fine. He's a baby.
Top 5.
Top
Top
5.
five.
Top 5 World Show, baby. And each judge will walk around the horse. They'll look at everything that you can even think of. I honestly would love to do a video with either a halter judge, halter trainer, somebody more so for the performance halter, since that's what I'll be showing in, to see what are we looking for? What is the most correct horse? What are things that you would change about Denver? What are things that I would think that would be an absolute amazing video to do for educational purposes. Oh, I'm nervous. So they'll have 5 judges, and generally, I don't know if this is how they do it at NSBA World. They do it like this at the Congress, where they take all 5, they'll place them out where you line up for each judge. They toss out your highest and your lowest score, and then they go off of your middle 3 scores,
Really?
and then it's tallied up somehow. I
Yeah.
don't know. He looks so scrumptious. He's so beefy right now, which is great. I was like, going into these big shows, a lot of times you're riding them so much. Sometimes it's kind of hard to keep them like beefy. Like they just get so fit.
Yeah.
This front one's really, really, really nice that they have the camera on right here. This big bay.
That's always been my problem.
He's
Staying
huge.
beefy.
Nah, staying too fit to get beefy.
He just stays too fit. I see. Denver, in the last year that I've had him even, I mean, he's matured just so much and turned into like a man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which I mean, let's say, because I hope that he shows for years. I think, as we add the trail and the Western riding and continue with the pleasure, and then I hopefully get to show him some, I think he's got a long show career ahead of him. Hopefully, God forbid an injury or something. But I think we'll see him blossom even more by the time he's 6. Oh my gosh. I think 6 is when they just
Is he putting his wiener
put your
out?
ears up. No weenie. That was his big thing. At the World Show, someone posted a TikTok of his wiener sticking out at the World Show. Because I was across from him, he was far, and they were right there, and he was just showing them what he had. So that's one thing that you'll see with halter trainers. Some take in a lighter, some will take in a treat or a wrapper just to get their ears. Because while no, you're not being judged off of your ears being forward, it does give the full picture.
It's more polished.
It's more polished. It's oh man, if he's standing there attention. And so I just saw him have a lighter to be oh, and Denver's just
Nah, I don't care.
I'm over this already. Oh, he's got his ears forward there. This is going to be the most boring catching up with Katie ever. We're all just talking about this horse standing here. He's literally just standing there.
He's doing so good.
Like I said, this is the most boring thing to watch if you're not even if you know what you're talking about, it's boring to watch. It's probably not boring to show or to, be a part of necessarily. And I think it's honestly one of the difficult thing to judge because you're not going off of performance. Technically speaking, if the horse is rearing up, that's not judged.
Yeah.
You can go in and the horse is rearing and being bad, and that happens a lot. As long as they stand there long enough for them to judge their conformation and say that's the one that's the best conformed in this class, they can still win. I think there probably is okay, you're a safety hazard, you can retire. I think there probably is a limit to that, but
it's not judged on behavior.
No. This is performance halter stallions, which means they have to be showing in a performance class at the show, and or I could be wrong because they might have changed the rules, or they could have an ROM, meaning they've shown enough to get 10 points in a performance class.
Gotcha.
So Denver hasn't gotten an ROM yet because he's barely shown. And so I believe they changed the rule recently to where as long as they're showing in a performance class at that horse show. I'm hearing it out there first.
Oh, no.
It's delayed.
We have the results now for open performance holder stallions. We had 5 show. In 5th place, earning the NSBA Western Saddle Pad bag. Congratulations, 1166. Ultimately great.
Top four, baby.
Texas.
There's the Congress Queen. And then that's Kamaya McGrath as well. So if he gets 4th, fine. Yeah. But 3rd place up gets huge trophies.
Oh no, they're going. They're going down there. They're going down there.
It's delayed and it's happening out, and
it's making me more anxious.
In 4th place, earning the NSBA Ice Boots. Congratulations to 410 DGS Legacy, sung by Jessica Johnson.
Top 3.
Top 3. 4th place in open performance holder stallions.
No. He's either the bronze, reserve, or champion.
Yeah.
And now the bronze champion, earning the NSBA Bronze Trophy, the NSBA Cooler,
I bet it's him.
The Stable Savers gift certificate, a check for $348. Congratulations, $571. When and Where, sung by Kelly Wainscott.
Top 2, baby!
Bronze champion for open performance holder stallions.
Wow, now I'm nervous.
Even reserve world champion, buddy.
Yeah.
Shoot. Now he can be classified as either reserve world champion or world champion stallion.
Yeah. That's so sick.
And now earning the NSBA Silver Trophy, the Tioga Territory vest, a check for $610. Your reserve champion in open performance holder stallions, 1063. First things first.
Reserve world champion.
For Catherine Van Slyke. Your reserve champion in open performance holder
My
stallions.
heart's beating.
Reserve world champion, baby.
That's huge.
Do you know who the other one is?
We'll wait and hear. So when and where, which is the
Denny.
one that was right underneath him, is a stallion that Aaron also shows in the pleasure, and he is by VS Code Red.
Wow.
Look at him; he looks like a man. We gotta start a trophy room.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I have some stuff that he won at the World Show, and like I have a couple of other things, but anyway.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, earning the NSBA Gold Trophy, the NSBA World Champion Buckle, World Championship
That's the one that I
Show
was like,
Neck
that's
Ribbon,
a nice horse.
the World Champion Rug, the Tribute Constant Comfort Paste, Tioga Territory Jacket, a check for $784. Your World Champion and Open Performance Holder Stallions, congratulations. 957, Best and Radical, shown by Ted Turner Jr.
That's a nice horse.
Congrats.
Very nice horse. Congratulations. And Ted Turner is an absolute legend in the halter world as well as a trainer and showman. Sick. Reserve World Champion, baby.
That's awesome.
I think I just shrieked through that whole thing.
So when is the next thing he shows in? After we're
That'll
there?
be this weekend.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to watch. So he's showing in 1 or 2 Western pleasure classes. We're kind of last minute deciding on these things because while he's so talented, he's also just still a young stallion, young baby. Like we took him really slowly through everything, and Western pleasure for him, you know, I think he's going to be really, really stellar in the Western riding and the trail because he really likes going forward and he looks gorgeous going forward.
Yeah.
And while we do show him going more forward, like it's just something that we don't want to like burn him out on. We don't want to like make him not like it.
Right.
We don't want to show him too much in it. And so anyway, we're making that decision based off of like, is he super tired? Is he, you know, like if he goes in like wins, we might just like be like, you don't owe us another one, buddy, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And even if he doesn't, like we'll just go off of that day. And if it's like, well, he just did great and he's still got a lot in him, like we'll do a second class, you know, because these classes, while you're walking, you're jogging, you're loping, you're walking, jogging, loping, which seems like, I think people have this misconception that it's an easy, not fatiguing class. There's so much prep that goes into it. There's so much riding that goes into it. Mentally, like you're working on these horses so much because you're showing them at this like high of level and you're wanting them to be perfect. So it absolutely is fatiguing mentally and physically. And like the amount of strength they take to be as collected as they are at that slow speed, it takes a lot. And so we're going to make all of our decisions based on Denver and what, you know, is going to make him have the most success and be the best and not necessarily like push him past, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that was fantastic. That was such a good little like get in there.
Yeah,
like I'm so
awesome.
excited for the Congress. I'm so excited, like, you know, that's his first ever like halter. He's never shown in the halter ever.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's only 5 in that class. But like I said, it's a whole lot harder to find performing stallions. Like a lot of the times, especially in the quarter horse world, once a stallion has proven themselves a little bit, they've gone into show, they've shown as a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, maybe even like 4-year-old. A lot of the times, if they've proven themselves in those first couple of years, they have a demand for breeding mares, and it just becomes a lot harder to like manage their schedule.
Yeah.
Like this past year, we only offered Denver with frozen semen because we were like, we don't want him to have to go back and forth, and you know, we want him to stay in training and stay focused. And so we collected him ahead of time and only offered frozen. Well, some people just don't want to deal with frozen, or their vet doesn't have the ability to do frozen or whatever. They only want fresh, cooled, transported. And that there's a higher demand for that. And so a lot of people just say, you know what, he's proven himself. We're going to just go to the breeding barn because it does get really strenuous on them. I mean, breeding season's from February till June.
Mm-hmm.
So then if you leave them to be collected fresh and then you get them out in June, it's kind of hard to get them, you know, back legged up for showing in time for big shows. And it's not just on like their training at home. Training throughout the show season is super important. And so I have no problem with people doing that. Like that's just something that happens. So with Denver this coming year, what we're doing, because we did have a lot of people saying, I would breed to him, but I don't do frozen. We are going to offer the first 6 weeks of breeding season
Yeah.
as fresh. So he'll get collected for more frozen over like after the World Show, he'll get a big break and then he'll go get collected. We'll freeze. And then in February, he'll get collected Monday, Wednesday, Friday from February 1st through like March. We'll come up with a date, like March 14th, March 15th, whatever that is, 2 weeks into March. So that if you have an open mare early on and you want to, do fresh collected, that's great. And then it'll go to frozen after that.
Yeah.
So that he can go back into training and just focus on training and not be going back and forth to the breeding barn. Anyway, so that's why there's not a whole lot of working stallions, it seems. And not every stallion wants to show in the halter.
Yeah.
Like they just, whatever. So very exciting.
And he won that barrel racing thing, didn't he?
Oh my gosh, yes.
That's crazy still.
He did.
So when would most, like, what is the average point to where you go, he's proven himself? Like, what is it a number of wins? Is it winning?
I think it depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
There some of the most prolific stallions in our industry that we're like, oh my God, like that I need a baby from them still really didn't prove themselves that much.
They just had good babies.
Mm-hmm. Their progeny proved
So you can prove yourself in a numerous amount of
That's
ways.
what happens with a lot of mares. Like, because, okay, say Ginger, my mare who has had 2 babies. She hurt herself at 7 months old to where she could never be shown.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, she's super nice. Pretty much her only job would be to be a pasture ornament or to have a baby. And she's just absolutely phenomenal and talented and didn't get to do that in the show pen. But now she's had 2 babies that are absolutely phenomenal. Now, once they go to the show pen, because her oldest one's a yearling, once they go to the show pen, and let's say one of them goes and is top 10 at the Congress or, whatever, she starts being proven as a broodmare.
Yeah.
Because then her babies are being successful. And not even like a big top 10 or a top 5 placing somewhere, just like a point earner. Like they're going to shows and being successful.
They're just overall doing well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think it just depends on what your goals are, what discipline you're in. I know of plenty of stallions that if they went to the World Show or the Congress and won one time, done.
They would call it right then.
Right then.
Yeah.
They're like, this horse is worth too much. It's proven itself enough. We're taking it.
Minimize the risk.
Yeah.
And everything. Yeah.
Which I can't hate that at all. I personally just think Denver has so much to offer talent-wise past Western Pleasure. I think he's going to be just I have the feeling and when I see him that he's going to be so stellar in the Western riding and the trail. And those classes aren't something that you can just whip out.
Yeah.
You gotta really work towards them. They're a lot more complicated. It's a way higher skill level for the horse to have to know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to have a higher talent level at all. Like Western Pleasure, you still have to have a huge talent level. But when you get to where you're changing leads and you're going over poles and there's now it's not just a movement factor. It's like there's a course factor as well.
Mm-hmm.
It takes time.
Yeah.
And so that's not something that we could just crack out at 3 years old, Like he did have lead changes in his pattern and spins and a couple poles in his pattern in the Western Versatility at the end of his 3-year-old year. But even then, I mean, that's early.
Yeah.
So we were really excited about him in the future. And that was just that we just watched his first crack out,
That was awesome.
That was really, really cool. I'm glad we got to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess other than that, we're going on this trip this past weekend. We did go furniture shopping.
Yeah.
I thought Abigail was going to furniture shop with me. She just watched me furniture shop.
Was misled, I think.
Misled?
Go on.
I heard like warehouse sale.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is gonna be like my type of thing.
Yeah.
Which there were many things in there that I thought were nice.
Yeah.
And like I could have in my home. But I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I thought it was,
feel you.
and it wasn't like, it was good price things. Like,
Yeah.
for what they were good prices. But I thought, I'm more of a thrifty person, and I thought it was going to be like a little antique-y, thrifty type
I
thing.
told you
Yeah.
it wasn't antique. Like, it's not used.
I didn't know. Okay, I knew the day before. Up until that point, though, I was like expecting.
But you still
I still went,
wanted
though.
to go.
I still went.
So she went. Rebecca went with us too. Shayna was supposed to go and just absolutely ghosted us.
She said she slept through her alarm.
Okay.
What time did y'all go?
We left around like 6:45, or we were supposed to leave at 6:45.
We left at 7.
We left at 7 because it opens at 8. And like, had we gotten there 5 minutes later, we would have been
Yeah.
so. I mean, like the
Where is
line is
this?
insane.
What is it?
Okay, we drove 15 minutes. It's called Sarah Sells.
Okay.
Okay, it's like once a month. They have multiple locations. I got 2 chairs and a table. I got a kitchen table for my house because the kitchen table I have in there right now, we got at an estate sale, and it's huge.
It is huge.
It takes up like the entire room. So I wanted just a smaller, like circular one, and I want to bring that table back here because
Yeah.
it's so much more open here. And so I got that table. I thought the chairs were a little more pricey than I wanted to spend. So I was like, I'll find chairs somewhere else. The table was good. It was kind of like that, where some things you were like, that's a really good price.
Yeah.
And then some things you're like, hmm.
Yeah.
So I got 2 like living room type chairs.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, we're getting actual furniture.
Nice.
And I wanted bar stools. They didn't really have bar stools that were my style. They were a little bit more
Petite.
Most of them
modern.
weren't tall enough either.
Yeah, they were a little bit more modern. And I will say, all of her stuff was super nice. It has changed vibes a little bit since the last time I went, which was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like they've been going for like 8 years. There was somebody in line that had driven, what'd they say, 7 hours?
What?
From Washington, Illinois.
And we were like, I just knew of it because it was local. And I didn't realize this was like this huge furniture thing that people, because they're limited stock, you know, like they have girls walking around with iPads and you grab them and buy it. Like if you don't, it's not going to be there
Dang.
10 minutes later.
Yeah,
So
like
that's-
we would walk past something and then walk back a few minutes later, and there's like sold on the things.
I want to
Yeah.
go to Witness.
It was fun.
We got in and it was kind of nice. We like fanned out and you were like, table over here.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, because I knew I wanted chairs, table, and bar
Yeah.
stools, but the bar stools were like not my thing. So Congress this year, they have tons of like Westerny furniture places
Yeah.
in those warehouses. You haven't been
Mm-mm.
going this year. And so my like shopping list for that is bar stools and a like love seat
Mhm.
/ like chair and a half, whatever. But anyway,
Also, over the weekend, it was Nate's birthday on Saturday.
it was
And it was the 2-year anniversary.
of Code Red,
Of
right?
Code Red. Same day.
Right. So Nate on his birthday entered a golf tournament. Is that something we talk about or not talk about?
It's fine. We can talk
How'd
about
it go?
It did. I very underperformed on the first half of the round.
Warming up.
Yeah, I shot 12 over for the whole thing, but I was 11 over through the first half.
So I got you.
Oh.
Yeah, so I feel like I played my normal good golf the second half.
Mhm.
And then later that evening, I actually went and played again to try to find a little redemption in myself. And I shot 74. So I finished the day with a really good round of
Yeah.
golf. I just started off a little wonky.
Yeah,
I got
that's
you.
fair. Nerves.
I think I got 6th or 7th.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
So yeah, it
Was there prizes for like top 10, or was it did you have to win to get something?
top 3.
What was like the top? What was their score?
1 under par. So 71.
That's good.
It wasn't too stiff a competition.
Yeah.
I mean, I got 6 and shot 84. So
How many were in it?
I think 20 or 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
That's good.
Yeah, I was happy with myself.
That's good.
I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing it.
Did
Did
you get a caddy?
No.
did Macy and the baby come cheer you on?
Yeah, they were there for the last hole and like saw us come in. And I sank a really long putt on the last hole, and she didn't cheer because she thought she would embarrass me. But I really wanted a big woo,
Oh.
woo, woo, you know. But she didn't know because it's golf and like
Yeah.
Everyone's quiet. Right.
proper. But I told her next time, just let it out.
We called, so on our way back from furniture shopping, we called Nate to sing him happy birthday, and we left him a message with us singing to him, and then he didn't get it until today. So he just thought we just didn't call him on his birthday.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but
I
got
sent a text.
then I got the voicemail, and I was like, oh, I just missed it. My fault.
Anyway.
He didn't have the number saved.
True.
So my new work phone, no one has the number saved on it, and everyone just ignores my calls from it.
I'm gonna do
I
it
haven't.
now. I'm gonna save it now for
Like
future.
yesterday, okay, so Opal colicked this weekend. Lots happened this weekend. So Opal colicked, and after the vet came, she just didn't really rally. So I was like, I'm gonna take her to the vet. And I don't tell anybody when this happens until after the fact. I was left alone, completely alone. Parents gone, Jonathan gone, Austin gone, Charles gone. Nobody was on the property, and I'm just fending for all of the animals myself. So like we did have people come in, like normal weekend staff for the barn, but as far as like mini farm or if an emergency happened, like whatever, it's on me. So the cattle trailer was hooked up. What I didn't know is Seven's ramp was in the trailer, which weighs like, I don't even know how much. It's so heavy. And so I couldn't get it out myself. And so that trailer was now unusable to me. Also, if that was the truck that I had to hook up, I can never unhook the cattle trailer. It's old and stiff, and I'm not strong enough to there's like a bolt anyway. I'm never, there's like a pin you got to pull. I can't ever do it. And so I'm calling Jonathan, like, I've been left to fend for myself, and I need to go to this emergency. And I was so mad because I'm like, I got to get her to this freaking hospital. So Evan and Rebecca were on like a date night, and I was about to call and ruin it. And I called Charles. This is all to say. I called Charles, and he was in Murfreesboro. But anyway, I called him, click, and doesn't answer me. And I'm like, because I only had this phone. And I was like, okay. So then he calls me back, and we get it all figured out. He gets there, we start unhooking the trailer, and he's like, now, I'm glad I answered, or I'm glad I called you back, because I thought it was one of them spam callers, and I hung up. And then I said, you know what, Chuck, I got time. So I called him back, and I was going to give him a piece of my mind. And then I hear you going, Charles, I need help. And I was like, I'm glad I called back. And I was just like, who calls back the spam callers?
I also heard that story yesterday from
did
him.
you?
I did.
And I had to keep reminding him that it was an emergency situation. I kept having to be like, hey, I know you want to tell me this story, but can we get this unhooked also? And then she was fine. Once we got her on, all was fine. But I was there's no worse feeling than being helpless. I was just like,
What do
I need to
do?
put her on a trailer and get her to the hospital.
I'm too weak.
I'm too weak. I can't do it.
Too weak.
Worst feeling ever. And I was like, if there's a new stock trailer in the next 2 weeks on this property, you know why.
Yeah.
You know why. She's fine though. She's back. So that happened. I did go shopping and get some stuff for Tulsa, which was nice. Me and Jonathan went and had a little date. We went to Cool Springs, went shopping. You went shopping as
I
well.
went shopping. Nate,
Dress vibes.
drip.
I have I love a good peplum. I got a few peplum shirt type things to go over my jeans and boots.
So write down peplum tops.
Dressy top. I'm wearing turked out.
You do love a peplum top.
I will be turked out with my peplum top.
Okay.
I will not be wearing my cowboy hat. I think you should though.
It's luggage space. When we drive, I can take it. When we fly, it's hard with the camera stuff.
That was his birthday present last year from NSBA World, and he hasn't
I've
worn it.
I've worn it to dinner and things like that.
To be fair, I haven't worn mine either.
When are you gonna wear yours?
No, don't say either. I do wear mine.
Whenever you wear yours.
Gotcha. I do wear mine sometimes, like to dinner and things.
Let's
like
talk about also what happened this weekend. You loped
Oh yeah.
on Ethel. Luckily for her, Ethel's the best horse to learn on because she does not want to go. So it is purely like you're never like Rebecca's little girl rode her the other day, and we tried to convince her to lope, and she was too scared to. Just because I mean she's normally on ponies, so Ethel's
Big.
a bigger horse, and we were like, I promise you, she does not want to go. Like if there's ever a horse that I promise you would never run off, it's Ethel. Like there's no want to expel any more energy than she
No.
has to. And so that was fun because I rode 4 times this past week.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's good.
We're getting back in.
Back in the saddle.
I rode twice.
Back in. Yes. Both times Ethel. You want to ride Sophie?
I don't know.
Why not?
I mean, I do, but it
I
just
think
wasn't the most like comfy.
She watched Rachel. She's actually comfy. It's that if you don't make her work, it looks ugly from the outside, but it feels better. Rachel rode her one day while I was out of town, and she was going to ride her, and Sophie had a day where she was like, mm-mm. And so
Rachel got off and was like, I wouldn't today. Okay, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
So she was fine the other night though. I had that's one thing that I've been trying to do for myself is like not everything has to be filmed, not everything has to be shared.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that kind of kept me from just going and riding for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, trotting around was that like, you know, I get in the mode where like everything has to be planned. Everything has to be, you know, something. And I very much just miss riding. And that's the thing, like all my broodmares are just like out of shape. They don't need to be ridden for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. They just need to be like, you know, flexed and trotted around and building muscle slowly. And so we have a few mares that aren't pregnant this year. Like, so next year, some of them might not even be rebred. Like Kennedy's going to stay open, and I don't even know if Gracie's going to be rebred. And I don't, you know, so we can get them back going and have them, you know, ready to ride. So,
when she's not pregnant, Raven, I would be interested in
that
riding.
one too. Raven's a good one. Raven's really safe. So the new mare, I don't even know if she's broke.
Yeah.
She's only 4. And part of that time she's been pregnant. So.
Well, so then I guess we will have to train her.
Oh, that's where your brain goes?
Yeah. So that we can ride her.
She can just be pretty and carry babies. She's a recip mare for a reason at 4 years old. She could have a screw loose.
Well, maybe somebody just needs to have the right screwdriver to tighten it back up.
Exactly. She could be.
I don't know. I don't know this girl. At the time that we're filming this, I haven't even met her. She ain't even here yet.
I bet she's
There was some time travel in this video, so y'all have met her and I haven't even met her. So she looked sweet in the videos.
She stood there.
Yeah. Whenever this happens, because I purchased an embryo from a mare named Waffle House, who added another world championship to her belt today.
Really?
I told the recip farm, I said, hey, just, you know, if you could give me one that's halter broke, because I bring all my mares in at night. Some of them literally you have to have like a catch lead on them at all times because they're unhandled.
Yeah.
I've fortunately not had one like that. Like Phoebe was a little feral, but not bad. And so I was like, please just give me one that's halter broke. And we just got lucky with a beautiful Palomino. And I noticed on her Coggins it said she was 4. And she's great. So she's not registered. If she was registered at one point, like they don't have her papers. So we don't know what I'm assuming she's full quarter horse. She looks like a little chunky version of Gracie. Or not
chunkier version?
No. Just a
yellow version
of Gracie. They both got that like canyon in between their butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Where it's just like holds water. But anyway, I feel like we've
overdone this.
Chatted a lot. So we're going to just go ahead and end this. We got a lot of packing to do. We got to leave here in like 36 hours. Anyway, hope y'all have fun.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Let us know what else you would like to hear about, and I'll see you in the next one.